All right, what's going on, everybody? Let me remove this other one from the screen here.
Dude, that intro is bad ass. That intro is bad.
Yeah, you got Shane in the chat over there to thank for that. He tweaked it and tweaked it until he got to what he was happy with, and I loved it from the first draft he gave me. So it was excellent. How you doing today, bud?
Hey man, I don't know where it's coming from, but there's an echo.
Let me see. How's that? Is that any better?
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
I got you.
Yeah, I think we're good. We're good.
Okay. Okay. All right. You doing all right?
Better. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Oh wait.
Oh, it's a delay.
Dude, I'm so sorry. It's me, bro. I had the video playing in the background.
Oh, okay. I'm having all kinds of tech problems. Cameron, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah, thanks for
Okay.
having me. Can you guys
Hey,
hear me okay?
yeah, we got you.
Yes,
Awesome.
sir.
So let me explain why I'm sitting in the car right now. I came over here where I have my studio set up, and the internet is going all over the place. It's spiking up and dropping down to nothing, disconnecting. So I'm in the car on the cell phone now.
Okay, right on.
I don't have any of my notes or anything because they were all on the laptop. So we're just gonna wing it.
Let's go. I'm
All
good.
right.
Hey, I'm good with that. No problem.
Yeah.
Well, looks like Legal's got the stuff here brought up that
Oh,
we can
yes.
show. Sorry, that's all right. That'll give us something to go off of.
Yeah, buddy.
So, hi everybody. Now that we worked out all the problems, um, with us tonight is Cameron from Lyst Token. You are the CEO, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Um, I've already done my research on it, and I'm going to try to explain to everybody tonight why I'm super bullish on it. But I'd like to give you the opportunity right now just to give everybody the elevator pitch, the short and dirty of it all.
Absolutely. So, real simple. Our project is a charting platform. We're trying to be a Dex Tools replacement. When you go to Dex Tools, you have a chart, you have market cap information. This is great. This is helpful. We're addicted to looking at green candles. At least I am.
Yeah.
But what we are providing everyone else is true DYOR tools. So a honeypot scan, a tax scan. If a project has a multi-sig, if they're doxed, if there's malicious code in their contract, liquidity locks, you'll be able to connect your wallet and have a portfolio and basically see your whole portfolio like a Zerion. Actually, it is Zerion. It's Zerion built into the platform, kind of an all-in-one tool so that you can just go to cryptolist.io. It's not up yet, but when it's out, it'll be cryptolist.io, and you'll be able to research and learn and earn crypto and manage your portfolio all in one spot.
I mean, that's excellent. When I looked at it, when I first glanced at it before I dug, I was like, well, this is CoinMarketCap. This is CoinGecko. We already have this. Why is this token any special? And the more I dug and saw the features that you had to offer, those are the things that got me going, okay, I like this. This is different. Can you talk a little about the partners that you brought in and what it is that they're contributing to the project?
For sure. Yeah, because this is something that makes us really unique. We are all about building communities, working with other cryptos. We don't have this, scarcity mindset, meaning we're not tribalistic. There's plenty of good projects, and we're grateful to share it. Matter of fact, we think it's kind of our duty to share other projects. So when we went out and we were like, hey, we need these tools, we need these features, we could do it ourselves, realistically. Well, maybe, right? I don't want to take it away from our partners, because working with our partners, I think they just make it look easy. But what we did is we work with some really good projects that are in the space, and they are taking the brunt of the work with certain things. So instead of reinventing the wheel, we went to the crypto ecosystem and said, what tools, what utilities can we use, right? What's available to us? So Safe Solidity, they are one of our key partners, and they provide the contract scanning for our platform. So when you look at the mock-up, or you look at some of the stuff we've released, there's like a risk assessment, the tax scan, like the malicious code, all of that. That's from Safe Solidity. We also have these badges where if a team has gone through and done particular like doxing or multi-sig or something, these badges will be illuminated, and one of them is going to be KYC and doxing. And so we work with RM Docs, we're a very reputable company, and they have, I would say, probably the most thorough vetting process of teams and contracts than any other project out.
Cameron, can I ask you what makes you say that?
Yeah, no doubt.
Mhm.
So it's not just a webcam where you hold up your driver's license and they take a picture. It was a 2-week process. It was background checks. It was credit check. They have psych evaluations. They look at your previous history. They judge your competence on your platform. I mean, if you go with their whole package, like their top premium package,
Right.
it's so detailed. It's unbelievable. And at the same time, what I love about what they do is they still allow the team to remain anonymous if they want. So I'm fully doxxed. And if I did something illegal or whatever, right, my information would be turned over to the authorities and I would be held accountable, right? So we're able to give the community this assurance. But at the same time, crypto is, at times, there's a lot of reasons someone would want to stay anonymous, right?
Yeah.
And so they allow that, which I think is a really good middle ground, because it provides more security to both teams and communities. The last thing, our last partner is Kaiba DeFi. Kaiba DeFi is, I mean, such an amazing team as far as actual devs, like coding devs and programmers. These developers are so talented. They built our contract, and our contract is extremely gas efficient. Matter of fact, we were able to see some transactions recently where it cost like $9 to buy our token.
That's excellent.
And yeah, it's pretty incredible. They are building our bounty system, which we'll get into, but essentially we kind of lean on them for any heavy lifting Web3 stuff, because they're just, I think they're just the best around, honestly.
And I did see a comment earlier from one of the community members here. They did ask if it was ERC20 or BNB, and then I guess your reasoning for picking either or chain.
A great question. So we launched 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago, on ERC20 on Ethereum. But this Saturday, we are launching a BSC token. It's going to be unbridged. It has different tokenomics. It has a whole different reason, right? It's actually geared around passive income, where our current Ethereum token is geared around buybacks. But that's going to be available if you want. Actually, you can go to the website. Down at the bottom, it'll have a little pre-sale, or sorry, not pre-sale, private sale allocation. And so if people like BNB better and they want to get in early on our project, they can do that through the website.
That's really cool.
It is. And that was one of the things I was like, so they're given multiple avenues to get involved in the project for investors to get in, whether they want the Ethereum side where they're used to and where they feel comfortable with the price action on the charts and everything, or whether it's on BNB where it's the low gas side, it has different benefits, but also because, a lower barrier to entry with the gas is the main thing that I caught with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we're also providing we're providing incentives, because we want people oftentimes it's thought of as these tokens compete, Ethereum versus, Binance and, and this competition here. But that's not what we wanted with our ecosystem. We wanted it to work together. So we've actually put together special incentives that if you hold both Ethereum and the, BNB token, you earn special rewards, and it's another way for passive income. So realistically, there's like the whole ecosystem together when it's fully developed and launched and out there. It's going to be something where you hold 2 tokens and you earn a ton of passive income. You have access to a massive amount of tools and utilities this way, and educational courses, and you benefit extremely from buybacks, like really aggressive buybacks. So I think it's a really cool system that we've designed, and I encourage people to take a look at it.
Yeah, I like the fact that this token, this project, not this token, this project, it steps in where people are always telling you, not financial advice, do your own research, but nobody ever really tells you how to do your own research. They give you 1 or 2 tips, but there is so much more to look at whenever you're getting ready to invest in a project. Lyst looks like the app that y'all are releasing looks like it is going to take care of all of that in one place, just about. I don't know what you're missing in the research part.
I love what you just said. I really do, because knowing how to research, that's the hard part. When I started day trading, because that's what I do. That's what I do now, as well as dev this project. When I started day trading, I started, I think, where a lot of people do, where you're looking at order books and you're looking at stuff. But I've gone through, I've learned technical analysis. I've worked with mentors. I've built this discipline and learned this skill, and it takes time. It really does. And then you get into micro caps, and it's almost a totally different world. You need to learn. I mean, when you're trading Ethereum or trading Bitcoin, you don't have to calculate the risk of a potential rug. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you do when you invest in smaller tokens. So yeah, we wanted to help with mass adoption, help with people coming into crypto, to have a soft landing where it's just displayed all in one spot, and you can go, essentially, I mean, as you're learning this, right? The more pretty colors I see, the safer it is. You know what I mean? Like, we've tried to make it really safe and dumb it down. But of course, if you're an experienced investor or trader, it's going to be very, very helpful as well, because all of the stuff you're looking for is just there for you.
Right. I will say, I do know of other projects that are trying to do something similar, but they're missing certain aspects of what you have in your app. For instance, the auto updates and stuff, looking at like docs devs and, max holder counts and, big wallets and all that stuff. Those are done by other projects, but then you bring in charting. You're also listing tokens. The social aspect is what was really different to me on your application. You want to touch on that a little?
Yeah. So the social aspect, one, we will have a chart. Sorry, I said chart. I meant chat. I added an extra R. You can tell what's on my mind. So yeah, we're gonna have a chart. I said it again. A chatting function. Oh my goodness. So it'll be like Discord. We're trying to build and it's not gonna be with the beta, but it's gonna be something that we develop over time. It'll be a chatting function where you can go to a token and leave comments, talk to people that have been there, right? But what's really unique about this is it will actually display you as your wallet address. And so someone will be able to see what you say and then check on Etherscan what you actually hold, right? And so if you're saying, oh, this project, like, I mean, whatever it is, there's 1,000 scenarios, but you get to check to see if the comment matches their own words. Right. Are they fudding a project and they never owned it, right? Or something like that, right? You'll be able to see, and it'll be really, really cool. The other kind of community element is that you can earn crypto while completing tasks that a dev team puts out, right? Now, not our dev team, but a dev team of another project.
I really liked this idea when I read it too. It was new. It was something I don't think I've seen anybody else doing. So
it's not anywhere because it's really, really hard to execute. And only with our really brilliant partners have we been able to build this. So imagine like a play to earn game where you play the game, you earn crypto, you earn NFTs. Well, we're taking that concept, but we're putting it into engaging with projects. So for instance, YouTube subscriptions, Twitter follows, Twitter retweets, whatever it is, a dev team can put out a task and say, we're going to pay you in crypto if you complete it. And we've got this whole system together so you can earn crypto while you're supporting the projects you're invested in. It makes it really, really cool, and it increases the engagement. This is, I think, especially starting off as we're going to be building viewers and getting people to transition from CoinMarketCap to crypto Lyst. This is our biggest value offering. I think that this is huge, and it really can't be understated how important I think this is going to be.
Yeah, I like the idea of. I think I read that when the projects pay the listing fee to get onto the platform, you actually reserve a portion of it and give it back to them in Lyst token. And I don't know why that's echoing. And that way they can use those for their bounties. Is that right? Is that what I was reading?
Yeah. So when they create a task, they have to have crypto to give out. And what we've done is we've said, hey, you know what? It's $1,500 for a project to list with us, but we take $1,000 and we buy tokens on the open market, which is great for investors, by the way.
Yep.
Because that's a buy on the chart. Your value goes up with every project that lists with us. I mean, directly. And then those tokens are then what's given out as the rewards. So realistically, if they're paying $1,500 but they get $1,000 back, a project is paying $500, and that is well worth it in our view.
Yep. And then basically they're reinvesting into their own community that $1,000 in the bounties and stuff, and that was brilliant to me. The fact that you charge them up front for it, but then you incentivize them to use the bounty system.
Yes, and matter of fact, we've got teams. We've got a couple people on our team that their job is going to be to kind of get the ball rolling with projects. We've just started to onboard projects. We actually just went through the bounty testing today, so we've got a few more things to test, but we're very close to rolling out this utility. But yeah, I mean, this is huge. We want people to be using bounties. We want people to be engaging with projects they like, and it's simple things that most people are already doing, like retweeting or following or upvoting. It's really, really simple, and yet it's a great way to earn crypto and get more exposure. I think it's awesome, and I'm thanks for the feedback on that.
So I want to address this comment here. I don't know if it'll show up when I do it. Yeah, there it goes. Crackerjack said he's definitely not a fan of displaying his wallet address for everyone. Now, if I'm understanding this right, nobody knows that it's Crackerjack's wallet, and they just know it's a wallet address, right?
That's right. That's right. So essentially you're replacing a username with a wallet address, and it's not a feature that you have to do. But if you want to be commenting in the chat that we have on the website, and again, this isn't out yet, but if you want to, that's what we wanted to do is have the wallet address be displayed. So again, it's completely optional. You can use the whole platform with never touching that feature at all. But it also doesn't connect. There's no indicators to connect you or any profiles that you have to your wallet.
I'm glad you addressed that because I got confused. I thought he was talking to me because I accidentally showed my MetaMask thing.
Oh,
yeah. I was like, I responded there. I was like, my bad.
I saw it, and that was actually the one concern that I had when I was going through everything. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if people are going to want to show their wallets and have people going through them. So that's why I wanted to address it to get the answer, because I'm pretty sure that was the plan. I just needed to ask to make sure.
Yeah,
Right.
you know, and I'll be honest, I wonder as well. You know, we want it to be a usable a usable tool, and so this is going to be more of a theory of how it works in reality, instead of just kind of conception. So yeah, we'll see how it works. I mean, we're able to adapt it and change it, but I think it's a really cool idea. We're going to start there and see where it goes.
Okay. I also wanted to ask, so the badges that the tokens are earning when they list, or that they acquire as they go through the process, how much of that process is required for them to list? Like, do they have to dox? Do they have to lock liquidity to get all these badges? Do they have to do these steps?
Not at all. Nope, not at all. What we believe in is we want people to have the ability to invest in whatever they want. This is DeFi, so we don't want to block someone out. We want to reduce scams. We want to protect people. We want to give people information so that they can be more successful, because ultimately that means projects and the whole crypto space is more successful. But no, you don't actually have to do anything. It's just, if you don't dox, that's fine. You're not going to have the badge, but I'm sure you'll have a good explanation that you can give to your community that they would accept, right? I mean, we all make choices.
Now you say give to their community. Are you going to have a place on the app where the team can put on there like why they didn't dox, or are you just going to have it so that the people have to go to their socials to find the answers?
So we will have the ability for them to put updates, to put news, to put in information about their project. And this is kind of a cool thing as well. And it's something we don't talk about too much. The development teams themselves will control their listing, meaning they won't be able to change the security scores or any of that stuff. But if they need to change their website address or change their socials, maybe they get bought out or merge or rebrand or whatever it is, right? They can do that. They can also put out new like news updates. So if they have a merger, they drop their NFT collection, whatever it is, they can put that out there as well. So yeah, they would have the ability to communicate with new people researching why they have decided to do the things that they have, or why they didn't dox, why they did dox, whatever they want.
Yeah. Legal. Do you have any questions for him? Like I said, I focused on this because it's an all-in-one do your own research tool that is perfect for DeFi, and I think it hits those spots that are missing in other projects right now. There's other good ones out there, but they're missing some of these key components I think are great.
Yeah, I actually, well, I mean, I did a bit of research beforehand, but now deep diving into it and hearing Cameron talk about it, I'm on the same page as you, dude. I mean, I'm super bullish on this project. It's awesome. It's definitely
Right
something
on.
we need in this space. Because yeah, a lot of people don't know how to DYOR. People say it up and down until they're blue in the face, but there's no structure to it. And I mean, just even seeing this clean UI up at the top, dude, I'm super excited. Sorry, because that looks beautiful.
Right.
And I mean, yeah. Well, I guess my question right off the bat, I mean, is can we? What time frame are we looking at to expect like a beta or even, I mean, the full version of the app, if there is one, and if not, that's okay. But just wondering.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, honestly, we are wanting this out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It's so we were pretty close, and we went into our testing, and we had some things that we decided it would be better if we changed around. So like the last 3 days, the platform's been nothing but a mess of code again. We're not far from it, but this is kind of the commitment that we've made to the community as well as ourselves, our team, is that we feel like we have one chance to release it. And when we do, we want it to meet the expectations that we're setting. And so it's got to be done right. It's got to work, and it's got to be secure. And so, we want it out very, very soon. I don't think the timeline is very far, but it's going to be right. It's got to be right.
Right on, man. And I guess another question I'll have too. I saw the Lyst token here at the bottom as far as the tokenomics. That applies to the Ethereum side as well?
No, Ethereum side has totally different tokenomics. It's a 6611. So 6% liquidity, 6% marketing, 1% development, and 1% burn. And it's actually a true burn. So we remove tokens from the supply, not just like sending it to a dead wallet. It's actually deleted from the supply. What's really cool about this is if you look at how each token is designed, the Ethereum side is really meant to build and retain value with heavy buybacks, whereas the Binance side is meant for really kind of buying, holding, and have a lot of passive income generated from that. So they have very unique functions. They speak to a lot of different people, and we thought that it would be really cool to have another kind of sister token where you still get the same utility, whether you hold Binance or you hold, Ethereum token, you still get the utility, but you can choose what's more important to you. And if you hold both, you actually get more rewards. So it's pretty cool.
And how will the token be used in conjunction with the app?
So it'll be something where you connect your wallet, and through the Web3 verification, it'll show that you have the tokens in your wallet, and then you'll be able to access all of the features. And if you don't, that's okay. A lot of these features are still going to be available. So you'll still have more information at your fingertips than what you're used to. But we either want you to pay a monthly subscription or hold Lyst tokens in order to access the full potential.
Will that monthly subscription be in Lyst, or will it be like a card option? Or
yeah, it'll be like a card option because so for instance, Dex Tools is geared towards micro caps,
Right.
just newer small projects. You don't go to Dex Tools to research Ethereum or see where Bitcoin's at or anything like that. Our platform is not that way. It actually encompasses all of crypto. It's Bitcoin, it's Ethereum, it's Cardano, as well as all of these smaller cap projects. So we really are going to be marketing this to all crypto users, not just kind of the niche micro cap space. Sorry,
awesome.
sorry. Let me just I may not have made the connection. So for that reason, we're offering like a credit card option where you can connect a credit card and pay a monthly subscription.
I was in the Telegram yesterday morning, I think. I snuck in there, and there was a very nice gentleman in there from Africa that was helping me out with some of the questions I had. But I did notice that people were talking about an education, I guess, videos or something coming soon. Can you go into that any, or is that still hush hush?
No, we can talk about it for sure. Part of DYOR is to understand how to invest and how to read a chart. So we thought, we're building charts. Why not teach people how to read them? We promote microcaps. Why not teach people how to invest in them? And it's just to give a foundational level and layer of understanding so that people can continue to build upon it with their own research and interest over time. But yeah, so basically what we're coming out with as far as the technical analysis and these other courses is it's going to be something where you either hold, again, Lyst tokens or pay a monthly subscription. And by the way, any of these subscriptions, any of these like banner advertisements or any revenue that's generated, not just the listing fee, but we take 40% of that and put that towards buybacks as well on the BSC side, Ethereum side, and staking. So we're really, when we earn some money, we use what we can to build the platform, and then we're putting a ton back into the tokens themselves. But back to the educational courses, it's a step-by-step kind of learn at your own pace course. And I've got the curriculum. I've got it all down. It's just a matter of turning it into videos, turning it into content and putting it online. So we're working on that process right now. It's a little bit of a tedious and slow process, but it's going to be really, really cool. I'm going to take the education that I have as far as day trading and technical analysis and share it with people, and then continue to build courses from there.
And see, I like that. I like that because not only do you give them the tool, but you show them how to use it. That's important. Crypto Clips here is asking, so TARP does a deep dive on their smart contract. They go through and dig through wallets and everything to track if deployer wallets owner wallets have released other tokens that were rug pulls or scams in the past. But Lyst looks like it's doing it an overhead view of the whole project, right? You're not deep diving into the past stuff.
So no, we don't have that feature. I know of TARP, and I think that there might be some room to cooperate with them because I've liked what they have done so far. I'll tell you one feature that we are working with, and it's not with TARP, but it's with another project. It's not ready to come out, but as far as this is concerned, it's not so much what has been done in the past, but it's what's happening now. And we're looking to build an indicator that if it, like this algorithm, this AI learning, as it detects potential slow rugs or the team selling off stuff, it'll actually start to put up indicators for people to look into it themselves. So we're trying to get around slow rugs and things like that. But right. I like that analysis of the differences between TARP and CryptoList.
Okay, that's fair. Is anybody else in the chat have questions? I'm trying to scroll back up and see if I missed anything in there that was a good question, not just how you doing.
I have a couple. I have like 5 written down here that I did want to get to.
Go ahead.
I guess first one here, guys, because I just noticed while I was plugging it in here. I noticed y'all aren't listed on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap yet. Have y'all applied for those, and if so, if not, when?
Yeah, we have applied.
Okay, right on.
So here's where we're at. So as far as fast tracking, if anyone's aware with fast tracking, that's part of the reason why we're doing what we're doing. Fast tracking is $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. I've seen a project pay $22,000 for fast tracking. Dex Tools trending. I haven't checked in a while, but it was like $22,000 a day, right? Yeah. So we're looking at a massive amount of money, massive amounts of money for simple things like a listing. And it's kind of under the table. It's kind of shady how it's all done. We're bringing competition to the space. So we didn't pay for fast tracking. We went through their quote unquote free option. And we've been in contact with them ever since we've launched. We've probably had 15 emails exchanged over the last 8 weeks. And their response is that they'll get to it. Just kind of focus, keep your head down, keep working. So to be honest, we somewhat anticipated that we may not be listed on their platforms, but that's okay because that's why we're here, is to bring competition to the space.
Agree, man.
I have seen projects die on the vine because they weren't able to get a CoinGecko listing or a CoinMarketCap. Actually, it's the same company. If people didn't know that, it's the same company. Yeah,
CoinGecko by Binance too.
What's that?
So Binance owns CoinGecko too.
So I don't know. Does
they own CMC? I know that for sure.
Okay. Well, so from what my understanding is that CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, and actually now that I say that, you can look at their websites, so you'll see they're identical, actually.
Yeah.
So my understanding is that they are the same company. So two fronts for the same company.
So let me ask you this. Because you're doing your own listing service, do you have plans to integrate into wallets in the future so that we can maybe get away from CoinMarketCap as being what delivers our price to our wallet?
100%. Yes. Now, this is where, so it seems like we're a simple project and it should be easy to execute, but this is this is where a lot of the heavy lifting is. So yeah, the reason why CoinMarketCap has the power that they do and the influence that they do is because they serve chart data to basically everyone. They're huge, and people pay a ton of money to get their data. Coinbase, for example, they rely on CMC to get their chart information. So if you hold Lyst tokens, we're not on CMC. So if we're in a Coinbase wallet, you can see the tokens, but you don't see the price reflected. This is something that we are going to be doing. It's a lot of work, a lot of development, and right now our main focus is to build the platform so that we can continue to scale it and build our own database. And then eventually, we'll be able to compete with them. But I'm actually a little surprised because most people don't have that type of knowledge. So kudos to you. That's exactly how it works.
Well, my thing with that question is aside from adding small features to the app, I wanted to know where you plan to take this project in the future, because once you have all that in place and it's working great, how do you build on it? What do you do to add more value to your project? And because CoinMarketCap does the exact same, well, not the exact same thing, they do the same thing with less features and everybody relies on them, I feel like you have a leg up that you could get your foot in the door and replace them in at least, maybe not replace them in current wallets, but maybe in new wallets that are coming out, you might have a foot to gain some ground in.
Yeah, 100%. So you're thinking along the exact lines of what we're thinking. This is what we want to do. We don't want to just, I've said provide competition, but I ultimately mean we want to replace CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. That's our overall aim. And I just want people to kind of look at this and say, all right, if Lyst is able to do this, what would that mean for this token? And we have done our projections. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm not making any promises or anything like that. But what I would say is if we're able to have that type of viewership, that type of market dominance, and start to kind of take over that space, Lyst would absolutely be in the top 150 tokens that exists. It would be a very big accomplishment, but that's where we're going.
So I'm assuming you guys have heard of CVC then?
CVC?
Yeah, CoinViewCap?
CoinViewCap. No.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't. Tell me about this.
Okay. No. I mean, just I thought I would, because that's kind of a similar goal that they have. Are you going to be ranking on the same criteria as CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, or are you going to use the actual market capitalization that's used on the blockchain?
So as far as how we're doing things right now, I don't know exactly, to be honest.
Okay.
Right, because right now where we're scaling it, it's going to be based a couple different things. So when you go to the home page, we have this top window, and I'm talking about the platform that we're releasing. So the top kind of window is the major, tokens. It's actually all tokens sorted by market cap. Very similar to what you would find on CoinMarketCap. But then we have other windows that we're displaying, and those are based upon solely just the tokens that have actually listed with us. And then we're sorting those tokens by volume and, price and market cap and stuff like that. So it's a little different. I think that might be a bridge we cross when we get there.
Okay.
This question here, I think I understand what it is they're asking. So to give an example, Saitama has been fighting with CoinMarketCap to get their information updated on the site. I think Shiba Inu went through the same thing. Will the developers be able to provide that information and have it updated on there?
100%. And this is what's so ridiculous. So many projects, they spend weeks. I have talked to a handful of projects that they themselves have spent 8 weeks, just to get a website address changed. So yeah, if this is what Saitama is going through, then it's just it's email after email to get someone's attention to change some basic information. It's pretty bad. So we're putting this into the hands of teams. so they can log in, and eventually it'll be all Web3 based, but they'll log in, verify that they are the owners of the token, and then they'll be able to change simple information.
Okay. And then Shane here is asking, will it be continuous monitoring, or is it just they go through the application, they get listed, and then this is their score?
Oh, very good. So this is continuous monitoring. So the systems that we have in place are scanning the contract every time you pull it up. So it's not going to be static. If all of a sudden something happens with liquidity or something happens with something else, then it would reflect in that. The only things that are kind of static right now are multi-sig and doxing and some of these like KYC, where it requires third-party verification. But we're obviously going to have features where people in the community can request that those are amended and changed. But no, this will be dynamic, won't be static.
That's fantastic. That's a feature that I know is being put into other projects that are coming out, and it's one that makes me very bullish on the project because, say for example, you have a token that the liquidity is locked, and you go when you do your research and you see it's locked and it's locked for 90 days. Well, at day 60, you didn't come back and check, or day 89, you didn't come back and check, and it unlocked, and you forgot that it was unlocking. Well, that's very dangerous time for a token. You should probably know that it's going to unlock soon. So the continuous monitoring is a very bullish feature.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. So, and on the dashboard, you can kind of see the mock-up that we have on the website, and so you'll be able to see these features, but you can click into them and learn more information about the projects. So it'll say 100% liquidity locked, but you can click on that and actually go straight to the Unicrypt or whatever, and it'll tell you unlocks in 24 hours, right? Then you go, okay, hold on, there's an issue here. So yeah, it's very cool.
That's awesome. Legal, did you got anything else written down over there?
Yes, I did, but I don't know why the website is like it's unresponsive for me right now. I think it's my end probably, because I wanted to pull up as he was talking about it. Have you guys applied for any exchange listings? And if not, when?
Yeah, we have not yet, but this is a big part of our roadmap. Actually, right on the front page, oh, you're fine. No, that's no problem. Things happen, but yeah. So centralized exchanges are big for the project and for our growth. Right. I'll share kind of personally. I like DeFi better. Centralized exchanges, they have their purpose, but it's mostly to keep like the SEC at bay. And I think projects that are on centralized exchanges will have an easier time lasting any sort of regulatory storm if and when that comes. And I don't want that to come. I'll just say that, I like DeFi better. I like it when people control their money. But we do see the value in being in a centralized exchange and protecting our investors through that method.
And then I also noticed when I put in the contract into Token Sniffer, it doesn't populate anything. Do you know why?
I've actually never run it through Token Sniffer. Oh,
okay.
I'm not sure. Be happy to take a look at it or do it live, but I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. And then I saw the I always ask because Dex Tools is super weird. Don't get me wrong, I love Dex Tools, but the 750K market cap here, do you know if that's diluted or not?
So it's not diluted. Okay. This is the total market cap. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Low cap gem, guys.
Yeah, low cap. I think we've only got. I mean, what's amazing if you look at our liquidity.
Yeah, that's a healthy ratio.
It's very, very healthy. And then if you look at our holders, we're like 207 holders or something when I checked earlier today. I mean, there are
209. Yeah.
209. Okay, so we picked up a couple people. Welcome to the family. Yeah, it's such a low cap gem. I mean, even just looking at Dex Tools, which I would say is probably our nearest competitor within the charting space for microcaps. I mean, they had like 15,000 holders. So if we were to get to 15,000 holders, I mean, we're only at 200. It shows how extremely early we are. And then as we're a really ambitious project, we want to take over CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, even to the point where with the subscriptions that we have and the buybacks, it almost like holder count almost becomes irrelevant because the buybacks are going to be so massive.
Do you have a schedule for the buybacks, or is it like in the contract? Like, is it automated?
So the buybacks with the BSC are automated as far as how they're pulled out, because we have a 2% Ethereum buyback on the BSC token, and then the other buybacks are due to like the revenue that we bring in. So we just buy back as we have revenue. So right now we're in the process of onboarding projects, and those will be the first buybacks.
So, I was going to say, since you said Dex Tools is the closest comparison to what you have going on with the charting there, are you going to have a full feature set of indicators and where you can draw on? Are you going to have everything that Dex Tools has, or are you going to be more limited?
I think we're going to have a lot more than what Dex Tools has. Yeah, because it'll be everything from managing your portfolio through a Zerion plugin, or like API. So you just connect your wallet and you can manage your portfolio through Zerion. You'll have the community chat. You'll have all of the security information. You'll also be able to buy and swap right on the website as well. So I know that Dex Tools has some of these features, but I think that what we have ultimately is more, and also is going to be more effective and people finding safer trades.
Yeah, so they have some of the same things, and there's other projects that have other things you have, but you have it all in one place, in one package. And you bring some things that nobody else has, like the chat and stuff, the bounties.
For sure. Yeah, it's this is, and I think that there's plenty of room in the space. I mean, I love, we work with or kind of friends with other security projects in the space, and there's people that do auditing, there's people that do doxing, outside of what we do. So we don't feel threatened by competition. We like it. We think that there's room enough for everybody, and it's very cool. But yeah, what we're doing and how we're doing it, I don't think there's anything out there that's doing it like this.
Exactly. Shane's asking, he says he might have missed it, but when you set up an account, can you enter an email that'll alert you if something is, fishy's going on with the token?
Yes, not initially, but alerts and things like this are going to be something that we continue to build into the platform. So when the beta comes out in a short amount of time, it'll have the majority of the core features, and then we'll continue to build upon that. But yeah, that's exactly what you can expect from the platform in its final form.
That is awesome, because again, if something's coming up and the tool actually would tell you that, like say liquidity is going to be unlocked soon, well, that's all well and good if you remember to come back and check too.
Right.
But if you're getting an alert, you won't forget and you'll be well aware.
Yeah, we want to have a favorites list, and stuff like that too. And it's kind of cool. I'll just touch on this real quick, just briefly. We want projects, they obviously have to list in order to have the full, all of their information displayed as well. But we want people to be able to chart tokens that haven't gone through the listing process, right? It makes it more valuable, makes our platform more valuable. So we found a way that, yeah, you'll be able to even chart and look at projects that haven't officially gone through the listing progress or process, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty it's pretty neat.
So if that's the case, then if we can check charts for tokens that haven't listed yet, what is the incentive then for the tokens to come and list with you?
So what will be displayed is going to be in a limited state. It'll be, chart, market cap information. And then we want some security tools like, just to protect the holders. So
Mhm.
it's, still safe for them. But as far as any of the badges, those will not be showing. There will be a lot of information that's omitted and isn't shown. And then of course the bounties and news and things like that. There won't be a lot there. But it'll
Gotcha.
be enough that the members will be able to benefit from charting.
That makes complete sense. Yeah, the things that benefit the investor will be available. The things that benefit the project would be required to be listed to be there.
Right. Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Alien, you got anything else, bud? Legal?
I guess the last one. This is kind of just one that I mean, it's not really. It's just a rule of thumb of my own, and I wanted to ask. So I noticed like the top 12, the top two are obviously here. Looks like one's token investing and one I'm assuming is LP. The next 10 have about 1% of the total circulating supply. Was there like a pre-sale, private sale, or anything like that?
So what we did, and real quick on the token vesting, that is not just all of our tokens. We have tokens locked up for centralized exchanges and for staking and things like that. So that's part of the lock. But our community members also, we incentivize them, saying if you lock up your tokens, we'll give you extra tokens. You can kind of like staking, right? So 15% more tokens. So for instance, we had a gentleman today. He locked up. He had like 1% of the supply, or I think it was a little bit more, and he locked it up for 6 months, and he earned his 15%. And so that's kind of the community's tokens as well being locked up in there. So it's kind of a cool thing. But as far as the pre-sale, it wasn't a true pre-sale. So let me just kind of break it down what we did. We needed seed funding, but I'm very leery of pre-sales. They rarely turn out well.
Yeah.
We've seen some horror stories. So
Yes, sir.
basically, what we did is we said, whatever you invest, how much Ethereum you invest, that's what you're going to get paid back. You're going to get paid back your Ethereum. Okay. And we will pay you interest in the tokens. So like 15% interest on your $1,000. Essentially, they got like $150 in tokens, and then they got their Ethereum back. And what it did is it took a lot of this early sell pressure off of our token, and we were really able to thrive and not have that pressure on there. So in a way, yes, but not in a traditional pre-sale method.
Is it going to be the same way for the BSC token?
BSC is going to be different. Right now, we're doing a private sell of one BNB. That would be the maximum allocation, and it's going to be a little different. It's just a little harder to do it this way. We didn't need to raise a ton of money because matter of fact, I basically funded it myself. We had a small amount that we needed to raise, so it was a little easier to raise that capital. With the BNB side, we're just doing a private sale, so you can get in on that, and there won't be a pre-sale after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if we got any more questions from the chat over here.
I want to say these are really good questions. I'm really pleased with the AMA, and I'm grateful that you guys have taken some time and researched this and talk to me. This is thoughtful stuff, man. Thank you.
So let me go ahead and make my disclaimer then. Not financial advice. Do not invest just because this is going well. I will say I did buy into this project. I am an investor in it. I did not tell Cameron before I did it that I was going to do it, and he has not paid for this interview. This is me and Legal digging into the project, and these are the questions we had, and Cameron's knocking it out of the park, answering everything we're asking.
Yeah, I really appreciate it because it's so hard to come by people that genuinely care and not only invested in the project. When you messaged and said that you did in the Telegram, I thought that was so cool. And I'm very grateful for that investment. We take it very seriously. But also to be able to come on and have you volunteer your time because no, we didn't pay for this, and that's very unique in this space. I think you could very well get away with charging a few $1,000s for a solid AMA like this. So I really appreciate it.
Let's see here. Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead.
But what I was going to say was, my channel's still new. I'm still learning how to navigate the influencer token relationship. I'm not even monetized on this channel yet. So those of you that were asking if I was getting the PayPal donations, thank you very much. I did get them. I'm getting notifications. I really do appreciate it. But I'm still learning how to navigate with my role and the project's role, and how to value my time. You guys are the ones that are super busy trying to put these projects out. I spent 2 or 3 days digging into your project when I had free time. And if y'all hadn't put out such clear and concise information, it might have taken me a little longer. But I liked what I saw, and that's why I invested. That's why the questions, I think that the questions came easier and were more from the heart, I guess, is where where I say it came from. Because I believe what y'all are doing is needed. I believe that what y'all are doing is the right thing. Again, man, I was excited when I got to digging, and that's why I aped in. I say aped in. I got the max allocation on the BSC side, and I did put a little on the ETH side, but
yeah,
don't dump on us, Baffles.
No.
I really, really appreciate it. Honestly, it's great to have the support, and we do take it seriously. I mean, we see there are places where the ecosystem can get better, and we think that we're providing some solutions to do that. We're not going to fix everything, and there's plenty of work for other projects to do, but we're going to stand and lift where we stand, and I think we're going to have a really cool project, and I think we're going to have a really successful run with this project, and hopefully we become a household name, and people, they stop asking when CMC, when CG, and they just say, hey, when Lyst.
Right. Go ahead, Legal. What were you going to ask him before I cut in?
Did we? I almost forgot. Did we address Joao Amaro, Silva's comment? He said, I was wondering, will we be able to set notifications for certain events, for example, when liquidity is locked / unlocked, or buy-sell taxes are changed?
Sorry, let's see. As far as when that's going to happen, I don't have a time frame. As far as if it's going to happen, absolutely. Yeah, so you will be able to get those type of notifications for the projects that you favorite. But yeah, that's
a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. And then I see this on the screen. It says, hey, can you ask Cameron why you need my ETH address? So we don't actually need this anymore. When we started the private sale, we opened it up to our communities and the communities of our partners first. And we wanted to verify that they actually held our tokens. So you don't need that anymore. I think you can just lean on the keyboard. I'll have to maybe make that not a requirement anymore.
Thanks. Now you got everybody in the chat. Win Lyst.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So I think all my questions that I had, I got most of them answered when I was doing my research, but I had to ask them again for the crowd here. Legal, did you have anything else on your list that you wanted to ask?
But I had one, but it completely escaped me here after I asked that question.
No problem. Cameron, you want to go ahead and cover anything that we didn't ask, anything that you feel like needs the community to know that we missed?
Oh man, that was a firestorm. I might have to watch it again. I encourage the community to watch that again. A lot of great questions, honestly. I don't think that there's anything, at least off the top of my head, that didn't get asked. The only thing I would want to share with people interested is honestly our dedication. We've been working on this since October. Is when we started. It was motivated by kind of some stuff that we saw in the background with our friends and kind of working behind the scenes on other projects, just seeing a real need for this, both for investors, but also developers. And we've been working on this for a while. We have yet to be paid from this project. We haven't taken any money from this project. We're in it for the utility. We're in it for the long haul. And we are undoubtedly the team that shows up, whether it's a red day or a green day. And, we have a job to be done. We understand the assignment, and we're going to get it done.
I love it. I love it, man.
Oh, any staking in the future?
Yes. Yep. So
Okay.
the BNB will launch with staking available, and Ethereum is being built right now. Kaiba, they are building their staking platform, and we will be on theirs when it's out.
Awesome.
All right.
I think that's it for me.
All right. Anybody in the chat got anything else before we cut Cameron loose here?
Oh, Crypto Realist has one.
Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Is there going to be a use case for the BNB tokens other than liquidity, marketing, and development?
Yeah. So you will be able to access the utility. I mean, you'll be able to access the platform if you hold the BNB tokens as well. If you stake the tokens, you'll still be able to earn your BUSD rewards. So you're not, trading one reflection for another. You get to earn both. And we really didn't get into this. It's kind of down the road a bit, but we have dreams of a launch pad, and the BNB token is going to help you earn the access to that for future pre-sales and stuff. But that's kind of a whole new can of worms, and we're not really focused on that quite yet.
All right. And I see my kid over here spamming the chat. Thanks for supporting me, buddy.
That's great.
Yeah, so I don't think I have any more questions for you, and I'll be honest, if I do, I'll be in the Telegram because your community over there is really helpful. There's a guy in the Telegram named Bull Run. I was up at 2:00 this morning, or yesterday morning, sorry, looking at the Telegram. Just kind of, I wouldn't say anything. I was scrolling through doing my research, and he was super helpful. And what he didn't know, he says, "Well, look, the other guys will be up soon. If you hang out, they'll answer all your questions." But he was doing everything he could to keep, giving me answers. Once he figured out who I was and that we were doing the AMA, he was, helpful, but he was helpful before that too.
I love Bull Run. Thank you for that feedback. Bull Run is amazing. He's really part of the family. He's one of our mods over there, and he does an incredible job, and he shows up and really helps it out. We do our very, very best to be active in the Telegram. I know I spend a lot of time there and Twitter and on Spaces and stuff like that. But there are times where, believe it or not, we got to sleep a little bit, just a little bit, and then also, really kind of put the head down and get to developing and testing and stuff. And it's great to be able to have a community that we do and mods that we do that can kind of step in when we're away. So I'm glad to hear that. Thanks, man. He's awesome.
Another one popped in there. Sorry. Crypto Realist Jeremy. He's thorough, man. So he has the advantages/disadvantages for BNB over ETH. And are the taxes are different, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, they are different.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So taxes are slightly higher on the BNB, but then also with the BNB, it's passive income. So there's reflections where there's no reflections on the Ethereum, but we put way more into buybacks on the Ethereum side. Way more goes into liquidity on the Ethereum side. So it's a pretty cool balance. I think if you were to kind of war game it out the way that we did, I think you'd come to the same conclusion that they're very unique and serve different purposes.
And Crypto Realist, if you go and look at the website, on the website they show the BNB tokenomics there. But if you go into the white paper, you can see the Ethereum tokenomics there.
Yeah, we probably have a website revamp coming soon with the BNB launch. So we'll try and clear that up.
I had one more that popped up because it did load up on Token Sniffer. I saw the contract isn't renounced. Are you guys having any plans of doing so? And if not, is it open for modifications, or what's the reasoning behind that?
So we're not planning on renouncing it. just so that we're available to, continue to grow and modify as the project grows. It's not like the contract is not modifiable. So we launched with 2 audits before we, went live with this contract. And so really the things that we can change are like the taxes, but only within certain parameters. So we can't like jack the tax all the way up to 99 or something. Like that's limited. Yeah. So it's all within a little kind of dial. We can change it, just a few things. The other thing is this: in order to save all of our investors Ethereum on the gas, right? We didn't want it to automatically send us the tax money. So we have to go in there and we have to manually withdraw and pay the gas ourselves. And it reduces the overall cost of buying and selling our token. So that's one of the things, if we were to renounce, we actually would not be able to retrieve our income any longer, for the project, like the revenue. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons why we did what we did. But no, we won't be renouncing.
Right on.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for the questions. One other thing I'll point out, if you look at Unicrypt, we have like 4 months longer on our lock. We will continue to extend these, but one thing that we aren't going to do is kind of lock it up for any more than like 6 months at a time. And the reason being is because as things develop, so for instance, like ETH 2.0, right? We don't really know what that's going to mean. At least, I mean, maybe others do. I don't. But there's some reasons why it would be good to have access if we needed a V2 or if we needed a migration or something to be able to access liquidity. So we're never going to get it down to the wire. When we get to like a month, we'll renew it, or 2 months, we'll renew it and extend it out there. But I just wanted to let people know that that's kind of the plan, because we don't want to be boxed in. We want to be agile, be able to grow.
Right. Days Dogs is asking here about how many tokens they get for BNB, for a BNB on the private sale. I think y'all actually have that listed right above where you apply for the private sale, right?
That's right. So yeah, it's 6 billion tokens for 1 BNB. And
big B.
Did I put? Is it 8?
Oh no, I was just saying it was with a big B. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, not 6 billion.
Yeah. So 6 billion tokens, and keep in mind too that this is like what we did with Ethereum. We're not adding the whole token supply. So there's going to be 3.5 trillion tokens, but we're holding a good portion back for staking, for centralized exchanges and future growth and stuff like that as well. They'll be locked up. We'll have multi-sigs already in place. But anyway, just so you know, so the 8 billion, or sorry, 6 billion tokens, it is probably worth more than what you would anticipate. So it's a good time to get in.
Awesome. All right. Well, Cameron, I really appreciate you taking the time and come and talk to us, bud. I know an hour's about what everybody does for an AMA, and I don't want to keep you any longer with, the repeating questions over and over. Is there anything else you would like to say before we let you go?
Just a big thank you to you guys and to your viewers asking the questions and everything. Really, really appreciate it. Again, this was not paid. This was something that you did. You volunteered your time, invested in our project, and I really appreciate that. Like that goes a big way, So thank you very much. Let me know how we can pay it forward, my friend.
Yeah. Trust me, I want to put you in touch with other YouTubers that are missing out on this project. My audience isn't very big yet, and I know the reach is really your community and what little I've built so far and what Legal managed to bring over from his channel. But we do know other YouTubers and Legal's working with them on other channels and stuff. I want to put you in touch with them. So people need to hear about this project.
I love that, man. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Legal.
Yes, sir. No, thank you for your time, man. I mean, you came out in front of it, and I mean, I haven't really done an AMA, but I'm not trying to ask questions where I'm like, okay, this is a question I'm gonna have because I need to know.
Well, you knocked it out of the park, honestly.
That was the other thing I wanted to tell you, Cameron, was I sprung legal on you because I'm more focused on NFTs and community sentiment and the feel of the market and stuff. That's where I look. Legal's actually learned. He's getting really good at his technical analysis and his charting and all that stuff. He counterbalances what I brought to the table, and I thought that you would get a better AMA if you had the both of us together than it was just me. I would have missed something that he would have found, you know.
Well, it was amazing, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. So, kudos to you. Good call. I really appreciate it. It was nice to meet you, Legal, and nice to talk to you, Baffles, on a call actually. And really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, you're going to see me on Spaces, but I'm going to be in there with you now. So,
perfect.
Artist, yes, it is a multi-sig wallet.
Yep. Yeah, both BNB and ETH.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for anybody that's in the crowd, if y'all want to stick around, Cameron, if you want to stick around, you can. I was actually going to show Saitama Shane, who now goes by Crypto Clip Shane. He did some amazing video work for me, and I wanted to show it on the stream. So if anybody wants to hang around and watch it, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, Cameron, I know you're a busy guy. If you need to bounce, you can, man.
All right, I will. But thanks again. We'll talk soon.
All righty.
Take care.
All right. So for those of you that are left, I wanted to share what Shane did for me because this man, first off, he's very generous with his time. He was doing this as a hobby, and he knocked it out of the park. His talent is really exceptional. I don't know if y'all caught the intro or not. I want to play that one more time. And then I also have an ending credit one that I think y'all will really like. It's kind of cute. So hang tight. This intro is about a minute long. It's really good. So here we go. Yeah. So he was doing that video, and it was really good. And we were having a hard time finding the music for it that we both liked. And while he was digging, he was also working on a little logo for me. So it's up in the top right-hand corner up there of the screen. One of the revisions he sent back had fireworks on it. I asked my wife, I said, baby, what do you think of this with the fireworks on? She goes, ooh, fireworks. He added that to the video at the end there just because it made her happy with the fireworks. It was amazing, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. And then this one's a little short one, 20 seconds max maybe, but it's the one I want to use for my end credits. This thing is super cute. I think y'all like this one too. See, super cute and short, man. I love it.
That's awesome.
His work is amazing. So that y'all know,
connect me with him. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So that y'all know, he did not do any of like the graffiti artwork in the background here and stuff. I went through a fiber artist to get all this done. It's a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of a theme I want for the channel here. I knew I wanted graffiti, but I don't know if this style is exactly what I want or not. So. But again, for those of you who were gracious enough to donate through PayPal up there for me, since I'm not monetized yet, I really, really appreciate that. I've been paying out a lot of money trying to get a studio set up, and then look where I'm at. I'm sitting in a car after I pay for all this equipment. So, it is what it is. Legal, you got anything you want to say about tonight?
Man, much love to everyone that showed up, dude. Because they're asking good questions, and just appreciate all the feedback going back and forth, man. I mean, some people just watch, and then the people that comment, dude, appreciate it.
There you go, Legal.
Oh, is it Crypto
That's
Clip
him.
Shane who did it? Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah. All right. No, I will reach out. Does he have a Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you might have seen him around. He was Saitama Shane, but he decided to rebrand. So.
Oh, what's his Twitter? So I can go ahead and hit him with a follow.
Do you just want to DM him, Shane? And that way y'all can connect and hook up. Thank you, artist. Shane put so much work into it. I loved it, and I love that y'all like it. So, what does that say? What is she? That's my wife, so that y'all know. Running with it, making it work. I mean, listen, this is the thing about me and my life is I've always run into roadblocks. I've always run into hurdles. All you can do is make the best of it. You know what I mean? If you lay down and cry every time something goes wrong, you'll never accomplish anything. I come over here to where I have my studio set up, and the it's dropping down to like it disconnects, and it goes up to like 14 megs down and 2 megs, and it's all over the place. And I said, you know what? Just get on the phone and do it. You can always adapt. You can always overcome whatever's in your way. It may not be ideal, because I sure didn't want to be here doing it in the car. I would rather have been sitting in front of the computer with the green screen and stuff. I had a new mic boom and everything I was excited for. None of it got used. So
where there's a will, there's a way, man.
Yeah, you step up and you move on. So Shane says he has to run, but message him. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you, Legal, for coming and helping. Thank everybody for the donations and for showing up and supporting. Tomorrow we do have another AMA, but this time it's for an NFT artist. Y'all going to want to come check it out. He's 14 years old, and this kid talks straighter and with more confidence than half the people you talk to in the crypto space that are running projects. Y'all are going to want to hear that interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you again, everybody. Y'all have a great night. All right.